Why, Dada? Why?
This is business.
This is my sweat.
I know, but I did business.
Shut up!
Traditionally, Apple's newest iPhones are typically compared not to the current Samsung Galaxy S models, but to the ones yet to be released. This means that when discussing the iPhone 16 Pro Max, the true competition will come from the Galaxy S25 Ultra, not the Galaxy S24 Ultra, which is already available. Looking ahead, there are 9 major aspects in which the Galaxy S25 Ultra appears to be outpacing Apple's latest high-end offering, according to the information we've gathered so far. Let's start by talking about the ever-growing size of camera bumps on smartphones. Lately, it seems like every new phone has a camera bump that's getting larger and larger. If you look at many of the latest Chinese smartphones, the camera bumps are massive. Even Google's latest release, the Pixel 9 Pro XL, features a huge camera bump. The iPhone 16 Pro Max might not be quite as large as some of its competitors, but it still has a noticeable bump. However, Samsung is poised to take things in a different direction with its upcoming Galaxy S25 Ultra. According to reliable leaker Ice Universe, the Galaxy S25 Ultra will feature the slimmest camera bump on the market, measuring just 2.4 millimeters in thickness. For comparison, the iPhone's bump comes in at 4.3 millimeters. That means Samsung's bump will be about 45% thinner, which is quite remarkable, especially considering that the camera's performance is expected to be just as good. What truly enhances the appeal of the slimmer camera bump is that the S25 Ultra is not only sleeker but also thinner than its predecessor, the S24 Ultra. The new model boasts a thickness of just 8.2 millimeters, trimming 0.4 millimeters off last year's version. And here's something surprising: the iPhone 16 Pro Max is 0.1 millimeters thicker than the S25 Ultra. Despite having a more compact design, Samsung has managed to incorporate an even thinner camera module, making this feat of engineering particularly remarkable. Now, let's talk about weight comparison. The S25 Ultra comes in at 8 grams lighter than the iPhone 16 Pro Max. While this difference might seem minor at first glance, it becomes more significant when we look at the year-over-year improvements. Samsung has successfully trimmed 14 grams from the previous model's weight, and that's impressive, especially considering both phones still have the same battery capacity. Reducing weight without sacrificing performance or battery life is a noteworthy achievement in design and engineering. These small changes contribute to the overall user experience, making the phone feel a bit more comfortable in your hand for extended use. Another standout feature of the S25 Ultra is its ultra-thin bezels, which are poised to set a new standard in smartphone design. Samsung is aiming to create the slimmest bezels ever seen on a mobile device, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in terms of screen-to-body ratio. While the iPhone 16 Pro Max already impresses with its sleek and narrow bezels, Samsung is going a step beyond. The difference in bezel size between the S25 Ultra and its predecessor, the S24 Ultra, may require a close look to appreciate, but it's there. Even though the change is subtle, it makes a significant impact on the overall look and feel of the device, giving the S25 Ultra an edge in terms of modern minimalist aesthetics. Now, let's talk raw power. For years, Apple has been flaunting its A-series chips, consistently boasting about how much faster they are compared to rivals like Samsung, Qualcomm, and Google. They've built a reputation around speed and efficiency, with each iPhone release showcasing impressive performance improvements. Sure enough, the iPhone 16 Pro Max doesn't disappoint, boasting strong Geekbench scores that prove its power. But here's the twist: Samsung's upcoming S25 Ultra is about to change the game. Early leaks of benchmarks for the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 reveal astonishing results, scoring over 10,000 points in multi-core performance tests. This kind of power is typically found in high-end laptops, and it outpaces Apple's latest A18 Pro chip by a staggering 18%. So not only have Samsung and Qualcomm caught up to Apple's once unrivaled speed, but they've surged ahead, leaving Apple trailing behind in the dust. The S25 Ultra is set to retain its use of Gorilla Glass armor, a protective feature not available on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. This advanced glass technology reduces glare, enhances color vibrancy, and provides some of the clearest visibility outdoors that any smartphone has to offer. Plus, it's incredibly resistant to scratches, adding an extra layer of protection that keeps your screen looking pristine even after heavy use. This superior durability will undoubtedly give the S25 Ultra a significant advantage, especially for users who value long-lasting, rugged devices. Here's something fascinating. Many people love the new feature on the iPhone 16 that allows you to search through your photo gallery just by typing something like "me in a red shirt." This is incredibly helpful for saving time, especially for those who have thousands of pictures stored on their phones. Imagine not having to scroll endlessly to find a specific image. But what's even more surprising is that Samsung has had this feature available for several years already. You've been able to search your gallery using keywords, and it's a tool that works quite efficiently. It seems like Apple is just now catching up to something Samsung users have been enjoying for a while. When it comes to artificial intelligence AI, the S25 Ultra is poised to take a significant lead over the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Apple has been slow to adopt advanced AI technologies. They are roughly a year behind their competitors in this area. To make matters worse, even the AI features they announced for the iPhone 16 Pro Max aren't fully functional at launch, Users will have to wait until next month for a beta update, and some of the more anticipated AI capabilities, such as an improved version of Siri, won't be available until next year. Historically, Apple has struggled to integrate AI effectively. Just look at how Siri stacks up against Google Assistant, and as AI becomes increasingly important in smartphones, this sluggish development could prove to be a major disadvantage. In contrast, Samsung's collaboration with Google, the undisputed leader in AI, gives them a strategic advantage. This partnership allows Samsung to incorporate cutting-edge AI features into their devices, potentially giving them a clear upper hand in the market. And finally, the S Pen continues to be one of the standout features that sets Samsung's S Ultra series apart from its competitors. This handy and versatile tool offers a range of functionalities, from precise note-taking to creative sketching. In contrast, Apple has yet to introduce anything comparable in their devices, leaving the iPhone 16 Pro Max without this level of versatility. Share your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to subscribe for the latest updates. If you found this video helpful or informative, give it a like.